Alright guys, welcome back. This week I'm going to try and tackle two big issues with my Harbor Freight blasting cabinet that I've been using quite a bit more since I got my air compressor hooked up. That's working wonderfully. So the issues I'm going to try and fix on the blasting cabinet are, one, I need a better vacuum system, and two, I want to do something to get rid of the filters. That way I don't have to change out filters all the time. And that goes along with changing the media, because I put in some black beauty that's not really meant for a recirculating style system. So jumping right into it, I have a surplus industrial vacuum, an Arco vacuum, just like this. And in the green, the green drum is a filter. I hooked it up to the blasting cabinet for a while, just like this. And the problem was that the filter just fills up with fines and clogs up, and then it doesn't work very well. So my thinking was, I'm in the middle of nowhere, why don't I vent to the outside? Get rid of the filter entirely, and let's do that. So jumping into SolidWorks, I designed some adapter fittings to use the corrugated vacuum hose. So we've got an inlet and outlet fitting, a fancy lofted sweep 90 reducer to hook from the 1.5-inch hose on the vacuum up to the roughly 2.5-inch port on the side of the blast cabinet. The gem of the whole thing is this fitting here. And this is my outlet fitting with a slight downhill taper to drain water out. And if you look closely, you see a hinge location in the side. So on the inside, I'm printing separately a flapper with a pressed in nut. A flapper with a pressed in nut just to act as the counterweight. The nut being in front of the hinge point. So it's going to naturally want to stay closed. And my hope is that the vacuum pushes enough air that this opens up. So with all that said, let's jump to actually putting the stuff in. So we're fast forwarding a little bit through the 3D printing process because I've shown that many times, and also I forgot to record any of it. So yeah, let's jump into the real stuff. I picked a spot out on the siding to drill a 3-inch hole, and I'm locating it just above the purlin. So here I am poking the 1/4-inch hole, the pilot hole, and then I'm going to step outside and drill from the outside in with the hole saw. My big brain, I forgot to take a camera outside with me, so you're just going to have to imagine what that looked like. That drilled fine, fresh drill bit. Now we are ready to put in the fancy baffled outlet. Whoops. I should have printed a flange on there, but I just dropped it like a ninja. So go out, retrieve it, bring it back inside. This time I get the screw put in the purlin. Zip. Easy peasy. And now it's going to be time to hook up the two hoses with the various 3D printed adapter fittings. All the hoses are cut to length with a little bit extra length just in case I wanted to move some stuff around in the future. This worked out really well. The 3D printed fittings are a tight enough fit that they don't require any clamps or sealant. And I think I am going to put a rubber isolator under that motor and vacuum assembly. Power's on. So stepping outside, the motor's running and the flap works perfectly well. You can hear the airflow moving, and see it's open. Seems to be buoyant pretty well, and then just showing with a glove the airflow, just to make sure you believe me. So I was a little lazy on the recording process this week. I didn't get any footage of me putting in the new media, but I did get the new Harbor Freight media put in, and that cuts pretty well. Definitely a good upgrade from the coal slag that I was running. That wasn't something that was a good, media, like I mentioned, for recirculation type systems. It's good for like a one-time use. So here you can see some backing plates I'm pulling out. They look excellent. So at this point, with the new media and the vacuum system, I do have the blast cabinet functioning pretty well. The new vacuum definitely helped keep a negative pressure on the inside. The gloves stay tight, or stay inflated inward, and also the amount of media that's getting lost through the cracks onto the floor is reduced. So I think that's going to keep a cleaner work area. Pretty pumped about that as well. Having a good blasting system is going to be really helpful, especially with the type of projects that I like to take on. So next steps are definitely going to be to hard plumb it for air, and then hardwire both the vacuum, the spotlight, and I probably want to mount like a fan from the ceiling just to keep some airflow, because it definitely gets warm standing under the racking and running it for any length of time. So all that said, very happy with the progress. Made some good progress cleaning up parts and getting them ready on the Bonneville, getting them ready for paint or powder coat. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you liked or didn't like, what you'd like to see more of. Yeah, thanks. And I'm gonna drop a little bit at the end here, just as a teaser for Robbie's SSR that went out today. And see you guys next week. I'm out.